But that's what we'll do there. But
Here we go.
boom, you are live and alive with Truman and Frank. How are you, Frank?
Positive, feeling good. Another moon day. Grateful to be back.
Just grateful to be alive, honestly, to wake up and see the light and have love in my heart and all that good stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rest, we'll do something with our life, something that signifies something, and then we'll feel even better. So,
right.
yeah. So today we're going to start with what respect is. And that's a big one. Of course, we're doing a PT's book for the millions of you watching us across this flat plane.
That's right.
Boom. So, yeah. So, Frank, you start with the English and I'll do the French after, and that's it. We go on with it. Delivers our thoughts, our opinion, our perspective on PT. How do you call it? Vlog? Plug?
Yeah, P-log.
P-log.
Yeah.
You see, I think you told me probably 25 times during the review of that book. I'm starting to get it. P-log.
Right.
P-log. Yeah. Okay. So that's it.
Putting a log in because we're going to log in here.
Exactly. Always about fire, man.
All right. So
not cultivating, but loving that fire within.
Uh-huh.
Boom. Okay. Yeah. We got that.
What respect is? Real respect is simply giving more credence to what a higher being has said than self's analysis of that statement. It's best not to analyze at all and listen so that the words permeate the whole being, something which can only happen by ignoring self's incessant chattering noise.
Yeah. Ce qu'est le respect. There's only one page here. Okay. Le vrai respect, c'est simplement donner plus de crédit à ce qu'un être supérieur a dit plutôt qu'à son analyse personnelle sur cette affirmation. C'est mieux de ne pas analyser du tout et d'écouter pour que les mots s'inculquent dans son être entier. Une chose qui peut seulement se faire en ignorant l'incessant bavardage du soi. Yeah, everybody talks too much, man. You should shut the fuck up and listen. I'm going to tell you right straight, flat out. Shut the fuck up and listen. Like, it's simple. Like, I'll be like, no, man, because at one point, man, all we do is chat, talk. And even when you go talk to someone and you try to talk, they don't seem to listen. Yeah. They just want to talk over you and give their opinion and their nonsense on the pile of nonsense that you're talking about. But anyway, I think it's just to shut up, shut your mouth and listen. And before you open your mouth, make sure you say something good, something uplifting, something of value, something, and watch the words you speak also.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard to do that thing here to monitor my speech and stuff. But when you have incessant chat inside also, how do you want to listen to anybody?
Yeah.
Like, it's just about, and the worst is it's just about listening. If you would listen properly when PT speak or someone else, some other higher being on earth speak, and you listen, that's a whole different thing. And you let that sink in, like it can change your vibe. First of all, it can change your vibe. You know, we're all vibrating on a certain level. Some vibe higher than others. I get it. Some are that vibe. Some have no vibe at all. It's crazy this world because you have people on such a high with life, and some others are down and out and wants just to exit this life. Like it's we have really, I think, the opposite in everything. It's crazy. But you know, if you would just give respect to who deserves it, then people. First of all, how do you want to give respect to someone when you don't even respect yourself? Like, you got to respect your own self first. Like, when you have self-respect, you tend to listen. You don't tend to just talk over others and blah, 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 blah. So you tend to listen more.
Yeah.
So self-respect is very, very important. Before you can do anything to anyone or to anything in life, it starts with you.
Hmm.
Starts with you. If you cannot have respect for yourself, if you cannot have love for yourself, if you cannot have confidence for yourself, how do you want to see it anywhere? So when you see it within yourself, it's like God, it's like anything the divine. If you see it within, you'll see it everywhere around you.
Yeah.
It's just because. But another thing also, if people are blind, like I heard that the other day and it made a lot of sense. People of this world are blind. Even they tell you they're blind because they wear dark goggles. And dark goggles, last time I checked, they were for blind people. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Now, if you see someone blind cross the street, will you be arrogant and like mean to them because they're blind? No, you will lead them across the street. You will lead the way to them, most probably. Like if
Hmm.
I see someone blind, I'm going to tell them, you need help. You want me to show you the way?
Right. Hmm.
That's
Offer
what we
helping
should.
hand.
Yeah, that's what we should do with everybody that's blind on earth. Is kindness. Kindness is the
Yeah.
first thing to do. Like you don't go to someone blind and start shooting all kinds of stuff because it's not gonna work. So you gotta be kind and lead the way. Lead the way. If you have vision, if you see clear in this world, if you have light within and love and all that good stuff, share it, spread it. Like that's
Right.
how this world's gonna change. You want to be the change in the world? Well, it starts with you. So
Hmm.
starts with self-respect also. Respect your body, respect your vibe, respect your integrity. You know how many people break their integrity day after day, man, and that's very damaging to a soul.
Oh yeah.
Wonder why your light is so freaking dim? Because you don't respect yourself. You have no self-respect. So your light is completely extinguished at time.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're working on a pilot or something. Like it's there, but it's the pilot is just staying alive, and
Right.
even that staying alive is staying existing, maybe even existing. Do they like? Anyway, life goes so fast. So
It
if you
does.
don't grasp it in the moment, everything we have to take in the moment, where are you gonna take it in? So
Hmm.
it's all about also respecting the moment. Respecting the moment, respecting everything that comes to you.
Hmm.
So you can do something with life and you can share the vibe, man. It's all about,
Yeah.
yeah, respect is very, very, very important, especially when you start lighting up that light bulb inside.
Right.
Respect is a must. Frank, tell me about respect.
Yes. Well, the first things you were talking about, maybe remember this things people say. You got two ears and one mouth, so you need to listen at least twice as much as you speak. you
Yes.
know.
So true.
uh, but yes, here he makes some great points. Like, so just so you conceptualize this, if there is actually a teacher, someone who knows more than you do, something that is actually worth knowing, something that if you apply it, what they're teaching you or what they're saying, if you can apply that to your own life, to your own how you operate your body, how you go day to day, and if you can actually apply that to your life and then things can improve, you can have more clarity, have more awareness. Yes, you need that knowledge and that wisdom that being is imparting. It deserves that respect to be able. You need to be able to first listen, to take that in, to be able to do anything. Because really, that bit of yourself that's like just wants to always chime in or have some input or kind of maybe cut somebody off. It's this egoical bit that's like you know doesn't want to feel like it doesn't know anything, because there is a certain bit of like when you don't know, there is and this is a word that can be triggering for some people, but there is a certain amount of like shame or something, right? You're like, oh, I'm dumb, like I don't know, like you feel bad. And the thing is, what we need to do is just accept, like, hey, you know what? I don't know. And you have to have that learning attitude of like, I like really just being willing to be a beginner, willing to like start from the basics, the bits of like, okay, like, how do I walk? How do I talk? How do I use this body? How do I feed myself? Even just those simple beginnings, of like being really a baby, learning like what things to put in your body, like how to, because, right, like children or very small ones, like infants and toddlers, they're all about kind of like exploring the world through their senses. They're always putting things into their mouth, and they're kind of just like, what is this? Like, what is this? What does this thing sound like or taste like? And so really we have to be willing to be a beginner, kind of return to that childlike state of exploring the world and kind of rediscovering what the world is in the real sense, rather than what we've been shown or what we've been conditioned to, think or feel about how the world is. Because there's been a false matrix that's been put on top of what the world actually is. And so we've been given a lot of false information as to who we are, why we're here, what we're doing, what is the point of life, how we should relate to and operate with nature and the elements. A lot of bad examples and, like I said, false information has been given as to, because nature is alive, the earth is alive, and it is a being who, like P is talking about here, deserves respect. We have to, because what the elements and the earth itself offers us is a chance to be sustained, a chance to experience life. There's so much that we get to experience and enjoy here through the grace of the earth and the elements, and all of that is in operations happening through the divine force, through this higher thing. And then when we're kind of cruising along through life and we find a real teacher, like what P is talking about here, and all these things that P is sharing in P's giTa is, like P says, scriptures for the now. It's things that you can actually apply to your life right now. You can apply it to, and it's a daily piece too. How do you feed yourself? How do you, what are the right things to speak? How do you center yourself? How do you keep coming back to the center? Because, the winds of life and the movements of time, they have, they can affect you in a way where you can kind of like get pushed to one side or the other. Different things fluctuate, so part of the journey of learning how to balance ourselves is just keep coming back to the center, keep coming back to the center, because that's where we find this balance. And so part of a balanced interaction with like a higher being is having respect. And a higher being is someone who can actually show you real things about life, not just some type of theoretical math equation or scientific theory or something like that. I mean, what they have in all these universities and all this kind of stuff today is like P explains, it's just so mental. They create this whole mental construct, and they basically are just casting these spells. It's just like Fantasia, and so there's some wizard type of being, but when you pull the curtain away, it's just like the Wizard of Oz. It's just like somebody speaking into, a vocoder, and it's making the scene appear like something, but he's actually just pulling some strings, and he doesn't have any real connection or power. So, P is actually somebody who's really connected to the elements for real, and and really able to express like things that are always meaningful, always pointful, and help us to really like lock into what life is about. And part of that is being able to divine up, to embody real respect for the earth, for the elements, and for a higher beings who can actually show us and teach us things that is going to help us, because having respect is, um, it's like an aspect of our behavior, you know, and actually uh, having the right kind of behavior and starting to have actions that show that and reflect that, that is going to be kind of a mark that's going to show, okay, are we ready for more? Are we ready for a broader, expanded, and a bigger experience for what's to come beyond this life? Are we ready yet? Can we show that we can actually have respect, or do we need to keep working on that? You know, and so that's part of, you know, what life is about, is starting to take actions that reflect, that, and you can't fake it. You know, there is no actually faking respect, because it's going to come out whether you actually have that or not.
It's gonna
You know,
show.
it's going to show.
And you know that we even refuse the nurturing from Mama Earth. You were talking about something, and I pick up this. I
Yeah.
wrote it down. But we even refuse the nurturing from the Earth. So
Hmm.
we're stuck in the realm where we don't even get nurture. We don't even feel the nurturing because we don't ground. We don't take off our shoes and put our feet on the earth so much. Like
Right.
in my muggle state, and maybe on the beach when you go, but it's what you're programmed to do. Like you go to a beach, take off your shoes, but normally you don't go out in nature and hug a tree and take off your shoes. So
Right.
now today I do it because I
Hmm.
see the significance and the impact it can have on my being, and I feel so much better
Yeah.
hugging a tree with my feet on the ground and talking to the trees
Yeah.
than talking to some muggle that don't listen. At least the tree listen to me. They listen. The trees. When you talk to the
Yeah.
trees, they listen. You know, that's the thing. When you talk to nature, it listens. It doesn't
Right.
talk. It doesn't talk back.
Hmm.
So it listens. So that's the very that's the part, the nurturing part of nature that gives to us also, is it
Hmm.
can listen to us if
Yeah.
we are if we have good intention towards nature. It's gonna listen definitely.
Hmm.
That's my dog. I don't know if you hear her, but
She agrees.
yeah, she agrees, I think. So yeah, the refusing, the refusal, the nurturing refusal is evident. Is
Yeah.
evident because people go around with no magic, thinking that nothing around is magic, and we know it all. We know it all also. So how
Hmm.
do you were talking about learning attitude? You have to realize also that you don't know nothing, and you have to learn
Hmm.
proper a proper education or whatever, something that stands like for something. Like I don't know, we learn
Hmm.
stuff, but it's always within the matrix. It's always within a concept that they want. You see what they want you to see.
Hmm.
You're not seeing what you should see.
Right.
You see what they want you to see, and everything you see is because they want you to see it. Everything on social media, everything you see everywhere, because if not, we would see the real truth, the real stuff appearing. But because we are stuck in that matrix, all we see appearing is what they want us to see, not we what we should see.
Hmm.
So the vision is very there's like a veil, or even the veil sometimes can be very thick for some people. So the
Yeah.
respect is far gone for the your own self also. And
Hmm.
the like I said, the first place is self-respect, and then if you reach that point of self-respect, there's good chance that if you see someone higher being than you, you're gonna respect him or her, like
Yeah.
someone that has done more work on themselves,
Hmm.
as and that is leaving habits and all the destruction that we do to ourselves. If you see someone not destroying themselves, it's very attracting.
Yeah.
You know, if you see someone, if you cross someone and you don't see them in self-destruction, that's very inspiring.
It's nice, right?
It's
Uh-huh.
nice, man. It's
Yeah.
friggin' nice. So
Mhm.
you get inspired by that, but you don't really get inspired by someone that's on the to destruction. Like,
Yeah.
unless you're in that pampering cycle of madness, of pampering madness in between the muggle, maybe then you're going to feel nurtured by others muggle like you. But
Mhm.
if you really want to be uh, nurtured to a point where you can really extrapolate your experience here, you got to give respect, definitely, to beings that know a little bit more than you about life, about the matrix, about everything that surrounds you, about themselves
Yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah,
If you see someone knowing more about themselves than you, probably like also knowing about the body. When I say
yeah.
knowing
Right,
about
right.
yourself is how the body function. You don't even know how your body function.
Hmm.
That's why you run to the doctor every time you're sick, because you don't
Yeah.
know what to do.
Hmm.
So that is self-respect too, learning what your body is for, what the body is for. And I think we're
Yeah.
coming to this somewhere. I seen it. What is the body for? Or something. I think
Yeah.
it's later,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's it. Yeah, the body, the body. Yeah.
Yeah, Pete's mentioned that too. And what's cool about like the fractality of life is that actually the more you learn about the body, the more you start to understand the world around you too,
Yeah.
which is so cool. I heard Pete say, he was like, people want to know all these things that are kind of like so beyond themselves. I want to know about the moon and what's behind the moon, or what is the moon a reflection, or is it, what is the thing? And they're like, he was like, first you need to learn about the body first.
Yeah.
The moon is far away. The body is right here with you. And then he said, the more you learn about the body, then you'll actually come to know stuff about the moon too later, But first,
Yes.
you start with what's right here.
Yes.
I
And
love
that's what I say all the time. Starts with you.
that.
How do you, like, before knowing anything about the cosmos, focus on you, knowing yourself, knowing how your body functions, what it needs to be healthy,
Mhm.
what it needs to function properly. Healthy is not the word I really health. It sounds like hell, healthy,
No, yeah,
healthy,
right.
healthy. Anyway, it's
Yeah.
a weird word, but I know it's English is English, but
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Friend glitch too, friend glitch and glitch.
Yeah.
So posture is primary.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Speaking of
only
the body, that's is one of
exact.
the bits of how we're going to use it. So.
Posture is so such, and sometimes you can see also when people walk the posture that they have. Like often, I'm on the bike path on my bike, and I see people walking towards me, and the posture is really really bad.
Hmm.
Like head down, dark goggles, head
Right.
down, not looking at you. Like we should be, even when we walk, we should walk with our head up and looking up at the sky or something, looking up at
Hmm.
the sun. Or so,
Right.
yeah. So posture is primary.
Yes. Posture
So
is primary. There are many who say to me that they are humble, but their posture gives them away. Majority of beings these days are in continually unhumble postures. Because Vedic culture, which pervaded the world in times where there was alignment with divine, is now firmly in the background. They don't realize it is impossible to have humble thoughts in an unhumble posture. And one having humble thoughts will automatically get into a humble posture. And there's a link to uh, some music that he did called Watch Your Posture.
oh yeah, you gotta watch that stuff, man, for sure.
Yeah.
La posture est primaire. Il y en a beaucoup qui me disent qu'ils sont humbles, mais leur posture dit le contraire. Body language, posture. Uh, to me, it's pretty much the same. La majorité des gens en cette époque sont continuellement dans des postures non humbles, car la culture védique qui recouvrait le monde entier à une époque où il y avait un alignement avec le divin est maintenant fermement en arrière-plan. Ils ne réalisent pas que... Oh, il forgot the E. Ils ne réalisent pas que c'est impossible d'avoir des pensées humbles dans une posture non humble. Et un être ayant des pensées humbles se mettra automatiquement dans une posture humble. And like Frank said, there's a link at the bottom. Watch your posture. And that is something I've never really paid attention to my posture,
Mhm.
but since I've kind of wake up to Truman, yeah, since I woke up to this, all this, I don't know if I woke up. I kind of starting to realize, open my eyes to life, and
Mhm.
starting to be grateful for life, and just it's just gratefulness. It's just giving thanks for life and not doing nothing extravagant, just
Mhm.
giving thanks for life. And so the posture is part of it. And if you,
Yeah.
like I said, often people think they're humble, but their posture will say otherwise.
Mhm.
Like I say, you should. The sun is shining in your face, and you have your head down. And I know I'm not saying to look directly at the sun. Like at one point during 2 o'clock in the afternoon, could be hard a bit,
Mhm.
but there is a sunrise, sunset. There is time during the day where you can be humble in front of the sun, in
Mhm.
front of the moon, in front of the grass, the trees, and it's looking at them, it's giving thanks for them. Just, I'm not saying to speak it into existence, but think it. Like
Mhm.
the thinking is as powerful as the speech, probably.
Mhm.
That's where all things are created in our head. By it's all start by a thought,
Right.
something someone thought of this computer and this and this and that. So it all starts with thinking. So yeah, watch your thinking, watch your posture. All this is part of self respect also.
Mhm.
If you cannot keep a good posture, especially in front of higher and divine, which there is here on earth, like it's
Mhm.
just there is higher and divine on earth, just like there is higher and divine up above, or I don't think it's down below. It seems to be logic that it's up above. The
Mhm.
good stuff, the good
Right.
stuff should be up, not down.
Mhm.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Like
Right.
down
Right.
should be like it's gonna be dark and stuff. But you
Mhm.
go up, you have the sun, you have the stars, so it's bright up there. It's not darkness. So
Right.
it tells me that yeah, the posture should be orientated up. Like you should have your head up.
Mhm.
You should not your head down with your goggles and not looking at anything, not even beings that you can't even smile to others. Like this is not self-respect also, and this is not kindness when you ignore others. Like you have a divine experience here on earth, but you walk like walking dead and not noticing anything around you, not even beings, and like
Mhm.
we're so, and that is part of the posture too. It's not just keeping a straight spine and like a good sitting or whatever.
Right.
It's the body language is very
Mhm.
important also. So yeah, you will see that those that are humble in front of Iron Divine, their posture will uh, match exactly what they think.
Yeah.
Like they will have a good posture. They will not be like a sloth, like that
Mhm.
animal that goes slowly, very like like
Right.
straight. You sit, and often I see some also with like give thanks. Don't be like I don't know how you call this. I see them. Reverence or something in front of iron divine,
Yeah, it's like a
or
mudra. It's just a hand posture, you
yeah,
know?
end posture. That's it.
Mhm.
And it says a lot when you. What does it signify exactly when we do this? It must do something also to our body to join our ends.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it's like all of the digits are connected. So it's connection from left to right, and then you bring it
okay,
to the heart space, you know? So
there we
it's
go. You
it's
see,
it's bringing awareness to that heart space
there
and
you
that
go.
consciousness, that is just like blossoms from this center
So
place.
you should do it like this, like bring everything
Yes.
that's good to your heart.
Yeah, and you see all
Right.
these deities and these these spiritual icons. They often will be having some type of posture like
Yeah,
this, or even just like pointing to the heart or something. Coming like in a very centered manner.
I knew
So
there was something to do with the heart. Now you just enlightened me on this. I knew there was something with that posture. You see, good thing we.
yeah,
So it's to bring all the good stuff to your heart and really keep. But keep a heart clean. Like John Serial did a song. He said, keep your heart clean and Jaja will forward in. Like if you want God to forward in your heart, yes, keep a heart clean.
Yeah.
Definitely a good posture. And it really starts with the posture, I think.
Mhm.
It's a good because this is something that will manifest also your posture. It's not a thought. I cannot read people's mind, but I can read their posture, their body
Mhm.
language, all the stuff that the dark goggles, the plastic clothes, the bad food. This is stuff you can see physically when someone indulge in it, like bad posture and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you have bad thoughts, I cannot know it. I cannot read your mind.
Mhm.
But maybe I can read your bad thoughts through your bad posture and your bad behavior, and that is possible too. Like
Right.
it goes together. Someone that has a bad posture is not certainly focusing on higher and divine. I think it becomes a whole with you. Also, it's the holiness. Yeah,
Yeah.
let the holiness within you, and that's it. Light the way. So, Frank, posture.
Yes. Yeah, posture is primary. I love the emphasis that P brings to just how we hold our bodies. I mean, that's just one of the basic components, the basic tenets as far as starting to become more aware of the little things in your life, you know. And just like we were talking about in the last vlog, you know, having this learning attitude and learning, all right, how do we use the body? What do we put into it? What is the fuel? What is the energy? Like, how do we feed it in a way so it can, you know, function cleanly and can
Mhm.
function, and you're not toxifying yourself, because there's so many things in the world that they
You
pitch
know
us.
why? You know why people don't do well?
What's that?
Because they don't feel well.
Yeah,
Simple.
big one.
Simple.
Yeah,
Simple.
exactly. Right.
Study nutrition and
Hmm.
do the exercise and don't be lazy about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Simple. Feel well. You'll do
Hmm.
well.
Yeah, it's P has a song, and the chorus is simple if you know how.
Yeah,
Really, when you
it
actually,
is simple.
when you get the core components of like how do you operate the body in a way that's going to be beneficial to a blooming consciousness and a positive life, it's really very simple. But you have to know how first. And
Exactly.
so to get to that knowing, you have to learn from somewhere, right? And like just like the last P-log, what respect is, you know, you learn from somebody who knows, and they've gotten that knowing from somewhere, and it's a continuation of this like divine wisdom that's come down, and then it you know perpetuates from being to being, from people to people. So anyways, coming back to this posture, like posture is primary, right? And so it's a very beginning, it's a very first kind of thing that we need to have an awareness about. And then uh, because like I was also mentioning in the last P-log, the fluctuations of life happen, the winds of life blow, things change, things, uh, you know, next thing you know, like we might be standing in line and we're kind of just like propped up, or we're wherever we are. And so it's not hard to, you know, all of a sudden, before you know it, you're kind of you're off balance. Whether it's with your attitude, or maybe life's got you down because you've been, you know, having some challenges or whatever. But that's the important part about continuing to come back to the center, because actually a centered posture affects the consciousness in a certain kind of way. If we get lazy and we're letting ourselves go, if you let yourself go and you just go too much into the right side of things, and you're just like always constantly at work, or you're getting into disputes with people and you just can't let go of that thing, or if you're way too far into the left side and you're just too much imagination and dreamy, and we're wishing about things or whatever. No, you come and you bring that left side, that lunar channel and that solar channel to the center, then actually things start functioning in a proper manner. So our posture actually affects the way that we experience our mental self. It affects the way that because the thoughts come in, right, and then we might act on that thought. And so for us to have thoughts that are going to be, you know, more likely to be balanced, because we don't have to act on everything that comes into our mind. That's part of what P's teaching through yoga, or they call it yoga today, which is more associated with like exercise and stuff like that. But yoga is actually about centering yourself and making a connection with divine, and only acting on impulses that are going to be good for your well-being. Looks like you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I think our biggest addiction is thinking.
Yeah, definitely.
Think you can stop thinking all the time, and you think about stuff that blows my mind sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what these things like, if we're actually if we're engaging the body in certain ways, and, using our speech in certain ways, then like the mental race will calm down, and it's something that we have to work on. And we repeat this all the time. It's always true, but it's something you have to work on in a continuous fashion. You have to go day in, day out, keep on working on centering yourself, connecting with nature, expressing your gratitude, and all these kind of lifestyles, habits, behaviors, attitudes. These things will start to really help us to just feel more calm, feel more happy,
And what you think of.
Yeah,
very, very important.
exactly.
I think it's part of the posture. It's part of the posture, what you think of, because it will affect your posture. So everything is
Yeah,
like, I hope my thoughts are not separate from my body. But
right,
maybe it's up in the ether somewhere. I don't know. It feels like it's in me.
right.
Like, I don't know. It feels in me, my thoughts.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Like we experience it inside of this, whatever this
yeah,
bubble is, that is like
yeah. That's it.
our
It feels coming
our
from
thing.
there. So if you have a good grip on what you think about, because like I said, it's probably our biggest addiction is thinking.
Hmm.
So if you can have a grip on your thoughts and have positive thinking all day long, or I know it's hard. I know it's hard. We're all deeply fucked up. I get it.
Yes.
I get it. But it's possible to flip the script. You can flip the script at any time. You can, and there's will be negative thinking coming. Definitely, there will be, because we're programmed this way.
Mhm.
But you can ignore the program and just emphasize the positive,
Yeah,
and that's the work. That's the work, man. It's the
exactly.
positivity, because positivity is God. It's light. It's love. It's like
Hmm.
you go to the negative side, that's the devil, the fucking darkness, all the
Hmm.
bad stuff. So,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely, your thinking should be something you monitor. Yeah,
exactly.
it's
And
hard
like
though.
I like how P makes the connection of, he says it's impossible to have humble thoughts in an unhumble posture.
Yeah,
But if
exact.
you do have humble thoughts, like you think of, oh, I'm so grateful for this sunrise, this coming up. Like it's giving this light to I can see this beautiful scene before me. And it just makes you, it like P says, having humble thoughts, you'll automatically get in a humble posture, because
Yeah,
you'll start to have that gratitude, and you'll be like, oh, praise divine. I'm so grateful for this opportunity once again to rise up and take in the nourishment that the earth is providing, and take in the energy that we get from the elements, this breath of life that we get each and every day. And then that makes us feel like uplifted, and makes us want to, stand in the light of truth.
exact. Why be in darkness and stuff? We live in such a great creational science stuff. It's all over us. It's so mysterious, this earth. But
Yes.
yeah, the non-humble thoughts will bring unhumble posture, definitely. And the inverse is just very good too,
Yeah.
because the moment you start focusing on having humble, and humble is also humility. Humility is another good word. You should be have humility
Hmm.
in front of Iron Divine, and knowing that you are less than Iron Divine. That if you want to
Yeah.
be blessed, I said it. If you want to be blessed, be less evil.
Be less
You're all
evil.
freaking evil out there. You all have anti-life ways. You're all freaking evil because you don't see, first of all, the divine within. So see
Mhm.
the divine within, flip that script, focus on the positive, never mind the negative and the stuff you see on social media and stuff. Sometimes it's so annoying, all the nonsense and the so you gotta be. That's part of the posture too. You know, a good posture is not being on your phone all day with the head down.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's because that's the world we live in today. Like, you got zombies going around with their phone all the freaking time.
Yeah.
That's not an humble posture.
Hmm.
You know, put the phone away, lift your head up, take the good asprana and breathe it. And I don't
Hmm.
know, there is something else than the phone. The phone is like so. Oh my god, man! They have found the perfect tool to distract the muggles.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, it's so horrible to see. It's a twilight zone, and now you look at concerts and stuff, and all you see is people. They're not even there.
Hmm.
They're looking through their phone. I'm like, what? And it's everywhere. It's that phone, man. Is wow. That's very because also you're looking through a dark mirror. Like
Yeah,
it's a dark mirror.
yeah,
You see
yeah.
yourself in there, but
Hmm.
it's a dark mirror. So
Yeah,
it's not. It's darkness. So
interesting. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
exactly. So often I'm not saying everything is dark about the phone. It's kind of useful when I want to reach out my
Yeah,
guys in Jamaica and stuff.
right, right.
Like I'm not demonizing the whole thing, but
Hmm.
we are demonizing it with our behavior and our posture with it. So
Yeah.
definitely it can be left. You have to take a deliberate decision also to put it aside and take a
Hmm.
deliberate decision to have a good posture, good thoughts, humble
Yeah.
thoughts, humility, and all that stuff. Yeah, no, definitely it can bring your being higher than it is now.
Hmm.
Definitely. And a higher vibration. When I talk about higher, you're not going to start to fly. I wish I could fly. But all I can do is bring my vibe up day after day and really focus on that. And that will
Yeah.
bring better posture, better acknowledgement also of iron divine.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff that I still have to uncover
Hmm.
that I have covered all my life and never wanted to bother with it because I was didn't have the humility in front of Iron Divine. But once you change that script, and man, it's a whole different life waiting for you. It's a different life. It's a life of vibrational state that you have never experienced before. So it's worth it to dive in. But the thing is, people prefer the known hells to the unknown heaven. So
Yep.
you gotta want to know the unknown heaven, and it's heaven is not up in the sky. That's why they sell you probably the concept of heaven being up in the sky when it's
Hmm.
right here, right now. All if you're not there to experience the world doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
If I'm not there to experience it through my eyes, through my experience, it doesn't even exist. It's there. The
Right.
world will be there without me, but not if I don't have the experience. Who's gonna have it? So the
Right.
world doesn't even exist if I'm not there because I'm not there. But
Hmm.
if I'm there, now I can be part of the world. And I want to do my part and I want to and it's not just about uh, clearing all the evil that I can during this lifetime.
Hmm.
It's upping my vibe first. If I can
Yeah.
up my vibe, if I can meet life where it's at, because we always say meet people at their level, but now we got to meet life where it's at. That's very high because
Hmm.
life is a very high state of vibration. And when you're alive, when you have life, I know because the thing is we're born dead with life. So not many people experience the higher vibration that this life can offer. That
Hmm.
when when the divine reach your heart and make you have this humility and humbleness, well, it's gonna shine you like a star. Okay, you're gonna shine like a star,
Yeah.
and it's crazy, man. to yourself, not to others. I'm not saying that I'm shining like a star, but
Hmm.
I'm seeing the shining star within. And if I
Yeah.
don't see it, like, I don't expect a horde of cheerleaders at my doors because I make dub plates. Like, come on. I don't think some people like you told me, "Hey, it's good," but I have to rejoice with it. I have to,
Mhm.
like, it's up to you. It's up to you to bring your vibe up.
Yeah,
So
exactly right.
definitely, me, the posture is part of this, definitely, and I'm
Hmm.
working on this, especially when I go in nature, to have a good posture, take off my shoes, and a good
Yeah.
posture is hugging a tree,
Hmm.
talking to the tree. Like,
Yeah.
it's, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's simple. It's
Right.
simple.
Right. Right.
I don't think it's that complicated to take off your shoes and hug a tree. Like,
No.
no,
Yeah.
but you won't fit in if you do it. So people want to fit in. So
Exactly. Yeah. They become self-conscious. I've heard all sorts of things. People are like, there's bugs on the ground, or there might be a
no.
snake or something. Like, no, no. If you're actually working to connect with nature, like nature's not going to attack you, you know? So just
And if
like,
they want to crawl on me, the spider crawl on me. I don't give a shit. Like,
right.
it's just a bug. Like, at one point, I go often on the bike path in the summer, and I go and I stop and I take off the shirt. I stay just in with my short because I don't want to
Oh,
get naked too. But
right. Right.
I'm in a place where I'm alone, but I keep my short and I lay down on the ground completely, almost naked,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
feel the earth, man, and the vibration of the earth. And it's with the sun, also when the sun is shining and shining on you and you're touching the earth.
That's nice.
Okay, you might not really, I feel the effect. It's just people have been conditioned not to feel that nurturing.
Hmm.
So they don't think it's even going to work or it's even beneficial for them. So they just skip this part of connecting with the earth,
Yeah.
nurturing, let the earth nurture you. But
Hmm.
I don't know. We're not in now. The TV nurture us and the box
Exactly.
stuff, the
People just
supermarket, and
they get stuck in their patterns, and they don't
yeah.
think about making time for that. They don't think about making time
No, that's
to,
it.
to go
Making
out.
time.
Mhm.
Take time to go ground, to go experience nature. Take time for that. Like,
Yeah,
when are you going to do it? You have one life. And what all you experience is eating stuff in a box and watching a box and living in a box and traveling in a box and dying in a box. And
uh,
when I'm talking dying, it's your house, the box.
right.
That's where you die.
Uh,
Because after that, I don't know what really happened if we really die. I think that's another thing they try to sell us, that we die.
mm,
Starting to doubt that. Anyway, I think it's just another birth, but we will see when we get there.
that's right.
Doing the do is the next one, Frank.
Yes, let's go.
I think it's, yeah, doing the do. Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Doing the do. People always seem to be able to do the do when it comes to brushing their teeth, etc. But when it comes to taking care of their soul and evolution, most cannot do the simple do of using their mouths to praise higher and divine, and using their bodies to serve higher and divine. It is the only way one evolves, not by thinking or internalizing. Moving the mouth to praise the higher and divine is the do. Only those who do this do with continuity get out of the mess. Simples.
Wow. Faire ce qui est à faire. Les gens semblent toujours être capables de faire ce qui est à faire quand il s'agit de se brosser les dents, etc. Mais quand il s'agit de prendre soin de leur âme et de leur évolution, la plupart ne peuvent pas poser l'acte simple de se servir de leur bouche pour louer le supérieur et divin, et d'utiliser leur corps pour servir le supérieur et divin. C'est la seule manière d'évoluer, pas en pensant ou en internalisant. Ouvrir la bouche pour louer le supérieur et divin est ce qui est à faire uniquement. Ceux qui font ce qui est à faire avec continuité sortent du pétrin. Simple. Give thanks and praise to higher and divine, definitely. Like, that's why I do it in music. I do it in ear speaking. That's my first thing during the day, is I give thanks for life. Give
Yeah.
thanks for life. Give thanks to be alive. And all the rest is very irrelevant, because if I'm alive, I have everything. I have everything I need if I'm alive. I don't need material, don't need no nonsense. I just need to be alive. And
Yeah.
knowing that I'm alive, now there might be a creator somewhere. Like it makes sense that
Hmm.
nothing comes out of nothing. So
Yeah.
there's got to be a creator somewhere. So I give thanks to the
Right.
creator to be alive. Now,
Yeah.
what is it? God, divine, blah, 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 all this is. But there is something, there is a source, there is something. And what is it? It's got to be a super, super powerful. Like
Oh
the
yeah.
power of that being, because it must be a being. It must
Hmm.
be, first of all, it doesn't die. Like God doesn't
Right.
die. The
Yeah.
divine doesn't die. It's there from beginning. It's going to be there till the end.
Hmm.
So what is it? Is very. It's not scary, but you should
Yeah.
have a little bit of fear, like
Uh-huh.
me.
It's just it's so all encompassing. It's just it is everything.
Yeah,
It is everything,
yeah,
which is
and it's so mind blowing, man. So definitely the what has to be done should be done, which is praising Iron Divine in speech and with your body.
hmm.
Now you do that 24/7. It's your choice. You can do it 12 hours a day. You can, but I think it's all within your thoughts. Like if you have those humble thoughts, it will be within you all the time. It's not something you have to program yourself to be humble. Once you reach that state of humility and you recognize that you are less than Iron Divine and you have stuff to learn, well, you're doing what you have to do,
Hmm.
learning and giving thanks. And so it's very simple, but the people of this world make it so complicated because they don't also acknowledge iron divine, like it's in a church or in somewhere. They find it mostly most and most religious people are the the religious people are the most evil in this world.
Hmm. It happens to be the
Simple,
case. It's this
simple.
pretty wild,
It's
It seems like it
wild,
would be the
man.
other way.
The things they want you to believe and see and stuff, and like it's always outside of yourself. Religion will bring you outside, look outside of yourself and look for a savior and this and that, when it's all within you. If like I don't care what people say, the world is within me, and if I can see that world within, I can see the world without.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
if my world is positive inside, it will be positive outside.
Hmm.
Then you give thanks. You wake up and you don't scroll on the internet or on your phone, or no,
Yeah.
you do. You're productive with your life. I
Hmm.
come here and I texted you at 7. Want to jump in at 8? Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know, when you're called to dance, you jump and dance.
Yeah. Right.
Simple. Yeah. When I'm called to dance here, I will jump and dance any time of the day. Anyone reach out to me wants to come on the Truman show, I'm jumping in. Like that, giving thanks for life and praising Iron Divine, it is the priority.
Hmm. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is the priority, and that's what has to be done. And now all the rest will come to you. The blessings, the all the good stuff, the good vibration, the good people, it will all come according to your vibration, because you are like a magnet,
Hmm.
so you attract your vibe, attract your tribe.
Right.
Simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so definitely do what you have to do. Yeah,
Hmm.
with your body and with your speech, which is giving thanks for life. Give
Yeah.
praise, give praise to higher and divine. Give thanks and praise, and
Hmm.
like the rest, man. I don't know. I'm evolving. I'm just day by day finding more about myself, about the world, about yeah. So it's just a very fun ride, but fun, PHUN, like PT says.
Yeah.
Your fun has to be balanced. You cannot have fun in the hell. What is this concept
No.
of having fun in the hell?
Uh,
Like it's so crazy, man. People go in a bar and drink till they fucking pass out, and they call that fun.
hmm. Yeah.
Like,
It's there. The life gets so chaotic and
oh man,
unpleasant. Then yeah, they just numb themselves, and then that's
yes,
they're like, oh yeah, numb is fun because then I don't have to think about or feel anything of the pain and the hell that I've gotten myself into.
Basically, we drown our sorrows into
Yeah.
alcohol, drugs, nonsense, TV. It's all to drown your sorrow because you live in sorrows. So get out of that mentality of sorrowness. I don't know if you say that in English, sorrowness, but yeah, it's too much focus on the negative, and
Mhm.
that's what brings you not to give praise to Iron Divine. So,
Right. Right.
Frank, on you.
Yeah, doing the do. The do is like, it's like P says, it's so simple. I mean, he begins just talking about, he's like, people are able to do the do if it's brushing your teeth or whatever, taking a shower. It becomes very apparent that if you don't start to take care of your body, then it starts to degrade pretty fast. That's just the nature of how things go here. But people don't always make the connection with actually doing the do, which is working on our spiritual evolution. That is also brushing the teeth of our spiritual self. That is also cleansing ourselves and making ourselves anew once again. And what's great about this, wait, I think you're on.
Yeah, Frank, just doing the do, brushing the teeth, it's okay, but still, you do the do, you brush your teeth with nonsense toothpaste. Like
Right. Yeah.
even that, you still
Bringing in the
brush your
top.
teeth, but with nonsense plastic brush, plastic toothpaste. Okay, I'll
Exactly.
leave it
Right.
like that.
Yeah. 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 So it's great that P explains what it takes to, like he's saying, take care of the soul and evolution, take care of, you know, bringing our spirit to a higher level of awareness and bringing our spirit to higher levels of pleasure, of intelligence, of all these different little, adjectives that are facets of a higher life. We get to experience more bliss, more joy, more pleasure, more connection, more ways that we're able to see life clearly. And that comes from doing these simple practices like praising higher and divine, because it starts to make a nest within your being for beauty to start to be born, for a new self to come and say, oh, I'm rising up and I want to do the things that's going to rejoice. And I know we don't like the 8, but to celebrate, to really be like, whoa, we're here. We want to go and do works to be like P has said. I'm not sure if he said it in any of these ones, but to be of service,
Yeah.
that's the greatest gift, to work, to be of service, and to do it with like that joyful heart, and and it's and all in the divine tune, just like how you're making music with Truman and how Pete's putting music out there, having like a happy tune that's going to be like recognizing what's the truth, and just giving our positivity and singing that divine song, singing that song of gratitude, and it's a song of evolution. We can make our own song, and that's it's up to each of us,
So
to write the song.
UB40 had this song. We gonna make our own song. I just heard it yesterday. You
Oh,
said that.
okay, nice. So yeah, I mean that's part of this, like P saying, doing the do. And like he says, it's the only way one evolves, not by, because we were also just reflecting on this, not by thinking or internalizing. Because like you said, people are addicted to thinking. It's the biggest thing. Everything in this world is
And
directed
I
for
would
us.
say even negative thinking.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's definitely
I
the
think
case,
it's negative thinking,
because
the addiction.
the mind is very impressionable, right? And so they're shooting you with their rays of advertising or music or whatever to have these self-depreciating thoughts, negative
Yeah.
thinking that's going to make you have these like qualities that aren't allowing you to be humble, things that are going to make you jealous, things that are going to
Yes.
make you envy,
Envious,
like all
jealous.
these kind of like, these are attitudes and behaviors that don't let you get into a higher existence, because they keep you trapped in like, but it's mine and it's that, and it's, you know what I mean? And so there's these certain qualities that we have to start embodying and living and being like, you can be detached. Everything's not like your possession. You're not the owner of all this. We've been granted this opportunity to be here, to have this experience of life, and so it's an opportunity that we can't be attached to. We have to be here, act within this time, but also know that at some point it's all going to go away. We're not going to be here anymore. So we can't be.
Also, you have to know that it's you have more chance to win the lottery than to be here.
Yeah.
Just put it in perspective. You're
Right.
gonna have more chance in your lifetime to win the lottery than to even be alive in this body that you have.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's so true.
just that.
Yeah, that's a big one. Like, and the Vedic thing expresses that too. They're like, the human birth is actually a very auspicious, it's a very unique and special opportunity to be alive here.
Wow.
It's a very potent thing that you can, if used correctly, it can just bring you, it gives you the possibility to shoot yourself higher, and just work to be in line with divine.
And even if it's okay, some people are gonna say shoot higher, shoot up in the sky. Okay, we cannot really prove that stuff in real time,
Right,
but you can
right.
shoot higher in your head. You can
It's
shoot
meta.
higher.
It's metaphorical too, right? It's
Yeah,
just like
exactly.
aim, like having high standards, raise the bar,
That's it.
make your life better. Like,
That's it. And
yeah,
then maybe you'll access higher realm if
yeah,
something else after. But I
uh-huh,
prefer live a high on life and maybe shoot high up in the sky after, definitely. But
exactly.
I think, like you said, it's really within you first. Shoot high up within you, like
Yeah,
crown chakra they called.
right,
Again, that stuff. Me, I'm a bit lost into all this because I cannot bring it on the plate. Your crown chakra. Okay, I
right.
cannot eat it. I cannot. So I'm always a bit using scrutiny when it comes to that stuff. I'm
Uh,
very, on dit en français, terre à terre. Moi, je suis bien terre à terre. Okay, I'm on earth to earth. I don't know if
mhm.
you say that,
Yeah, down to
but
earth. Yeah,
I'm not so much into conceptualizing stuff that I've been told. And I use scrutiny. I'm not
hmm,
saying it doesn't exist, it's not
right,
there,
right.
but I focus on, yeah, upping that vibe within myself, in my living days, and just that focus. First of all, will put a smile on my face at the moment of my death, if it's called death, and even that. I
Right.
think we're all freaking born dead with life, but anyway, I think maybe you just come alive after it's the invert. Everything is inverted. So you're born dead with life and you die with life, or something like maybe when you die, you don't really die. You start another life.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know, man. It's so, but I know everything is inverted. So definitely,
Yeah,
and the enemy is within. Like you were talking before about those good thoughts and those keeping those good thoughts all day long. Well, that's the enemy will come and rise at one point within you also to sabotage you, and you got
you'll
to be
be
fit.
tested. You'll be
You
like,
will
okay,
be.
can you keep a good thought if this is what you're going to experience, or if now your kids are doing this,
Yeah.
or now you're in the line and somebody's being, or you're
Yes.
driving down the road and somebody's,
Yeah.
can you stay centered then?
Can
That's
you
the
stay
test.
centered then? That you will be tested.
Yeah.
See if you have that strength, and I think those tests come from the divine, come from life organizing itself, because there is a grand organizing design,
Yes. Right.
God, whatever.
Uh-huh.
So that grand organizing design is designing your life also. You're just resisting to it. So by resisting, you eat box stuff, you watch a box, you live in a box, blah, 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 blah. All
Mhm.
that box stuff you do is resisting exactly the good design that could be arranging your life and the blessings and all that good stuff that can happen to you. And I'm not just talking about monetary gain. This is freaking like Like, make sure you have your money, you have enough to survive, to do your thing and stuff, but it shouldn't be your sole focus. I think it's a money world, definitely.
Yeah. Right.
They have turned it into a money world.
Mhm.
Daniel did a song about that, a great song, and but that's not all that there is. There is other stuff which is like giving thanks and praise to Iron Divine each and every day, and
Yes.
focusing on keeping a positive thinking.
Hmm.
That's hard in the world we live in. I get it, because as soon as you get out your house, you're in Twilight Zone,
Yeah.
literally in Twilight Zone. If
Hmm.
you are really, really aware of the world you live in, every time you step, and I don't care where you are on Earth, it's all the same shit stem everywhere, whether you're in China, Japan, name it, Canada, US, Mexico, everywhere. It's all the same pattern. It's all the same programming. Maybe if you're a tribe in Africa, in the bush or something, maybe you haven't been affected by the whole world. But even there, I doubt it.
Yeah, I know.
There's always something from the world that's want to come to reach you with, and then
Hmm.
and give you that negative thinking and stuff. So definitely, we have to guard ourselves too. Don't drop your guard,
Hmm.
definitely, because they will come and want to destroy you and destroy everything that you are. And that's it. That's the maybe if you have let it happen, maybe it's time to rebuild. We
Yeah.
all have let it happen in on a certain level, the
Hmm.
destruction, but you can stop it at any time. Anytime you can stop that self destruction and start to build up a good vibe within yourself, a
Yeah.
good inspiration. And anyway, we're done for today, Frank.
Yeah. It's a great session. Always grateful to reflect and, put our attention on things that are,
Yeah.
you know, keeping us moving forward and moving upward on the path of life.
Large up Albanian for life. He was in the chat,
Ooh,
but I wanted to give you a big up. But I kind of we were focusing on the top, but I saw you in the chat.
yes.
Albanian for life. So yeah, there is a people of this world that are seeking truth.
Hmm.
Definitely, truth within the truth within. Like I don't even want to hear about truth outside. Okay, because it's lies and deception. Focus on the truth within. If that true you can come out, like what you see here from me is really me. Like I'm born as a rebel.
Mm.
I am born as a rebel.
Oh,
Okay? So
yeah.
what you see here is definitely me. It's not something I act. Anybody that knows me and see me here knows it's me. Like,
Mm.
so I'm not pretending or acting on the script or so this is the beauty within that we all want to see from other beings, and that's very inspiring. When I see it in other beings, I see it even more within myself. So yeah,
Mhm.
definitely, the beauty is there, and it's there for us to experience the beauty within. That's the truth, and the beauty outside also. But
Yeah.
you're gonna see it a lot easier outside of yourself once you see it inside.
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
And the beauty is not the ugly shit that you have piled up all your life. That you have to get rid of that stuff.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you gotta start really focusing on divine beauty, and we all have that divine beauty within.
Yeah.
It's there in each and every one. You might be an NPC walking dead in this world, but from one day to another, you can wake up and flip that script
Hmm.
anytime
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because you have the power to do that. They have put take power over your being. That may be why you're lost at sea,
Hmm.
but you can always swim. Learn to swim. You know, if you jump in the water, make sure you can swim. Bob said that in one of his songs.
Yeah.
And we are in the waters of life. We are surrounded by water, so you have to learn to swim the waters of Babylon.
Hmm.
So, by the rivers of Babylon. Na, na, na. That's a psalm. That's a quote from the Bible. That song.
Uh-huh.
Really,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Right.
Anyway, so not that I've read the pretty much the whole thing, but maybe I should. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see about the Bible and the stuff.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Books. Books. Yeah. Hey, did PT came out with a new book? Is
Mm,
that possible?
I mean, not recently that I'm aware of. Is there one
Okay.
in particular you're
Because
thinking of?
I seen a post. He had a book in his hand or something. I'm like, hey, is that a new book, PT?
Well, you know what happens often is like the piece GITA has been translated in a lot of different languages, and I think they might be re-releasing this like a I don't know, maybe a second edition or maybe some modification to it. I'm not sure if that's actually underway or over like coming about, but I feel like that could be the case. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I seen something. I'm gonna reach out to him and ask him.
Yeah, I would like to know. Yeah, I
Yeah,
need
I'm
to
gonna talk.
investigate.
I need
Check
to
that out.
maybe have him on the True One show soon.
I
Also,
know I've heard talk, or I just remember hearing the idea, and it was I think in an older interview where you and P were speaking that he was saying that there's because there are a lot more writings that P has done.
yeah,
This is only a small snippet of everything that he has on his blog spot
I'm
on the
pretty
Lotus
sure.
Ocean blog spot. So, I mean, there's definitely potential for another edition to come out with new P logs. It's just a matter of uh, things.
Yeah, it would be nice to have like a continuum of that one, like a
Yeah,
part two, a tome two, or
right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how I would call it, but
Uh-huh.
the tome two. Yeah, I don't know, part two, part. I like part two because there's the P and the T in there.
Yeah, right.
And even in Truman production, you have the PT in there, PT
Uh-huh.
and M. That's why I left it in the middle too,
Yeah.
the TMP, because M is love in French. Quand tu
Oh,
aimes,
nice.
you love.
Uh-huh.
So MPT. That's why I always left it there because I
That's cool.
love PT. So I
Yeah,
even put it in my logo.
yeah, that's great.
You want to know that? Like that's why I wrote TMP, but
Yeah.
it's backwards. But if you,
Mhm.
yeah, it's an anagram to say I love PT.
Yeah, that's a
Nice,
great.
eh?
It's a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're out, my people, and give thanks for life. Keep positive thinking always, and we
Yes.
will be forward again next moon day, probably same time or 8 or 9. But
Around the
now
time.
yeah, I said 8 because also we just brought the clock backward. Another
Yeah.
nonsense of their fictional timeline they want us to keep. Lah. We
Right.
have to be timeline keepers, people keep the timeline. So
Exactly.
anyway, so we put the clock backward. So I think you're same time as me now, 9
Mhm.
9:17. Is that it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So when did you put back the time? You
That was yesterday. But it's funny. They always like
That's
different places have it different times because like Europe this year, Europe did it a week before, and I've had other times in which Europe does it a week after, and even certain places like Arizona doesn't recognize it. So there's certain places and like like India, certain places they don't.
Manitoba. I think doesn't change the time in Canada. I think Manitoba doesn't
Oh,
switch the
Manitoba doesn't.
time.
Yeah. See, there's all these weird things.
Jamaica stays on the same time all the time.
Like it should
So
just yeah, it should
that,
just
that
stay the same, right?
That's just mess with us, man. Mess with the timeline, and I don't
Flip
know.
it.
It's
Yeah,
very
right.
weird that daytime. I think it has to do with war to probably keep us in wartime, and
It's possible. Yeah.
there is a war. It's a war on your being. So
Hmm.
we're still
Yeah.
in the at war, definitely.
Yeah.
But that's what we're trying to clear: the war within.
Yeah.
There is a war within also. It's good the war outside, but it's happened within first. So,
Mm.
boom, we're out. Give thanks for life.
See you in the next one.
See ya.
Peace.